Hello and good day. My name is M.Pd and I am a student of Pancasakti University majoring in English teaching. And this is my midterm project of a social media class. First off, I am not going to do this presentation alone because I am accompanied by my other two friends, Mr. Hermansha and Mr. Djatmiko. This is going to be an easy one. Not so heavy one. I believe you guys have already heard about this before. It's the internet. A little bit about social media and how it operates to give us all the information that we could. Okay. First is about information and relationships. How all this information we see on the internet and how it connects and relates to us. And second is how the information and data organized to see fit to our purpose, to our need. And the third subject would be network and organization. How this content on the internet can be stored and organized perfectly to meet our needs. Okay. Information and relationship. Every single person has their own world. They have different kinds of story, lifestyle, favorite store, and style. And today, these things can be found on the internet. All of these stuffs come across us without warning. We see all these things around us. All of us sometimes find this information not on information anymore. We are unable to appart this information selectively. Not all this information useful for us. We can consider this information only when we have connection with them. We want this information to be our own. This information and data we find in this internet become knowledge when we want it. We find this information to be a knowledge when it can be used to analyze and solve our problems. Sometimes this information seems too much and our analyzing skill unable to decide whether it can be turned into information or knowledge or not. Not all its information can be considered fact when it has no relationship with us. It's called different facts, just like Michael Scratch said on 2001, the information age more accurately thought of as relationship age, because all this information on the internet spread. We can't select what we want to find, what we want to see. They just there. And on the second part, organizing data, it is how all this information on the internet can be selectively choose. So we can find nothing not useful for us. And it's organizing data. In this part, we are going to learn a technology called hierarchy taxonomy. This system is a tool that can be used to contract our information and separate the data on the internet based on our like and form useful relationship. This technology uses a tool with various systems to organize and classify data. This system, called hierarchy taxonomy, created by a Swedish botanist called Linnaeus. This hierarchy system used to classify plants and animals that is used by scientists until today. This system classifies all living things into their kingdom. But on the internet, this system is used to discover what we want to see, like a cabinet in a library, to create rooms and categories. It could be used to find specific classification or folder. This development tool is to fill cabinet and help to find and locate information or data more efficiently. This system finally helps us to connect and have a relationship with the information on the internet So we can finally find this information useful for us because we have a connection and relate to this. But this system still finds a disadvantage. Sometimes it is difficult to find where this data should be placed, and a library can only store one folder at one time. There are a lot of problems with this system. Unlike our brain, we can classify connection between topics. We can immediately connect data and make a relationship connection. On to the next part, we are going to learn about network organization. Network organization is a system that is used to finally able to connect to information, all the information on the internet that we want. This one is one of the biggest invention on the internet because in the digital media today, we can create and organize what information similar to our brain operates. All these pieces of data can be easily linked with other pieces on a sort of relationship. This linking connects to web pages from all kinds of database. This technology, I believe you guys already heard about this, it's called tag. This system able to create all information through the internet linked to each other to so easily find all the related information. Tagging system allows people to organize information, even the overlapping association, but not a rigid category. On 1997, Pierre Levy stated that this technology has its intelligence called collective intelligence. This technology stored all the information in the cloud to understand more how people have tagged in particular item or group of items. This technology not only going to give information you want, but also information related to it you might be interested in. I believe this system called tag is already a popular one on the social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. When you want to promote or easily connect all pieces of information like hashtag fashion, hashtag makeup, hashtag holiday, and you can find all this information with just one hashtag and connect to all the information. But once again, this system have a flaw. Cory Doctorow on 2001 pointed out that collective intelligence can result in bad classification because of three reasons. Number one, some people can lie in put a hashtag in their content. People can tag a holiday in a random content. They can randomly tagging if you want to find a fashion, but you end up in a different content because people just put a hashtag into a random content. Number two, people are lazy. They don't think carefully what to tag. Just put a hashtag without any thorough thought. They just hashtag everything. Number three, some people sometimes find it stupid and they can't use a useful tag. And these three reasons can take into a bad classification of set tagging system. That's why after this part, we are going to move and learn about algorithm.
Okay, thank you very much for Mr. Henning for the chance to give me time to deliver about my presentations. The topic about my presentation is finding and filtering. There are three key points that I'm going to explain to you about this topic. The first one about the algorithms, the second one is about recovery or discovery, and the last one about the right word. Let's come to the first point of topic. It is algorithms. What is the algorithms? An algorithm is a set of instructions designed to perform a specific task, such as multiplying two numbers, or a complex operation such as playing a compressed video file. In computer programming, algorithms are often created as functions. Besides that algorithm also a set of instructions. It's the code that makes computers run. Without the algorithms, there would have been a computer, no internet, no virtual reality, no email, or any others. The benefits of algorithms are the first one is create and solve complicated programs to be simple. The second one is overcoming all problems with logic and sequence. The third one is minimizing repetitive writing programs. And the last one is the exciting program is more neatly structured so that it's easier to understand or develop. Kinds of algorithms. There are three kinds of algorithms. The first one is technological algorithms, social algorithms, and personalized algorithms. Technological algorithms are algorithms involved in delivering data by technological tools such as computer programs and search engines. It's a useful tool for understanding how to manage information, making it more efficient to understand the algorithms that they use to determine results that delivered. Social algorithms, it's algorithms that involve the interaction between a set of procedures and some kind of agent who can apply the procedures in an intelligent way based on the demands of different circumstances. Personalized algorithms is algorithms are algorithms that change based on your own choices or behavior. Let's come to the second point of the topic. It is recovery or discovery. Recovery is the act of process of regaining or repossession of something lost, while discovery is something discovered. So, to do recovery and discovery, you must do searching. And the last point of the topic is the right word. Searching for data is fundamentally a linguistic activity so that the words and phrases that you choose at certain time must be accurate. Okay, for the next presentation, it will be Mr. Chepi. Mr. Chepi, time is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Herning and Mr. Hermansyah. Now, my turn to present about the last part in this presentation of Group 1. The pragmatic observes. There are definitions, examples, and an important aspect. What is the pragmatic observes? Pragmatic is a branch of linguistics which studies how we do things with words and how conversations can be interpreted as a series of actions and reactions. Pragmatic, from the definition, dealing with things sensibly and realistically in a way that is based on practical rather than theoretical consideration. Synonyms: practical, businesslike, commonsensical, simple sentence. He used a pragmatic approach to his to-do list by prioritizing. For example, the difference between idealist and pragmatic leader. Okay, the idealist maybe just go ahead, but for breaking the wall, just uh, wait. Let's say just go ahead, and then the pragmatic with and no thinking too much. Okay, well, what do we need? Maybe we need location, persistent user context, the words information, and always on device, natural language processing, and many more. Then we search everything easily. We can use Google and Yahoo maybe. We can find what we search. Then search pragmatically. To approach your search pragmatically means to first realize that usually you are not just trying to create information for the sake of information, but that you are trying to do something. Okay, sometimes people get so wrapped up with collecting data that they forget to ask whether or not the data they are collecting is really going to help them to solve their problem. So data is very important. Yeah, to find the problem. After we collecting the data, maybe we can find the problem, and there is an avoiding the problem. For first, determine what you need to accomplish. Okay, next, think about the kind of data you need to create that information. So thinking first about the kind of data you need to create that information. Okay, next, the process. And another important aspect of search is the process of searching for data is always a kind of conversation. So collecting the data is like a conversation. We are conversation with someone or the other persons. Another important aspect of search is when your search engine or social network or whatever tool you are using deliver its result. Yeah, we can we can use we can use whatever tool we need, and the tools can deliver the results, so we can find easily. Okay, next. Another important interrogating the result that you have got or by further refining your search strategy. After that, after we collecting data, after evaluating data, we find the problem, and now evaluating data. The best way to judge data you find on the web. First, examine the relationship they have to other pieces of data to different kinds of people who have either produced, used, or recommend them. Sharing data, capture data, evaluating data, and then sharing data. Example, you might ask who produced the data and what kind of affiliations they have in university, religious organization, whatever. Consider how the data fits in with the data you already have. After evaluating, we may consider the data fits in with the data we have already have. And then working with algorithms, we can try on the ebook understanding digital literacy page 32. We can find the understanding digital literacy on page 32 on the book. Okay, the conclusion is information everywhere. In this chapter, we have attempted to address the problem of information overload, often associated with digital media by making a distinction between data and information. Data is something that we either find or pushed to us by other people, and information is something that we create by forming useful relationship with this data and among different pieces of data. So the data and information is different. involve using various kinds of tools such as organizational systems and algorithms, and the affordance and constraints of these different tools affect the kind of information we are able to create and what we are able to do with the information. So information is very important. We can create we can create data from in the informations. Okay, thank you for the attention.